To everything there is a season, and a time for everything under the heavens.
There is a beauty in the changing seasons. Like gifts from God, the seasons remind us of the goodness and change. And just as the trees shed their leaves, we shed many of our old ways, allowing new seasons to blossom in our lives. Whatever changes we experience, they help us to understand how nature works. With this understanding, we gain strength to face the future, to appreciate the role nature plays in our lives, and to anticipate its beauty and goodness. To everything, there is a season.
Blessed be the name of God. He causes the changes of the times and seasons. He reveals deep and hidden things.
Ah, the birds. They're the first sign of spring, the first to carry the song that awakens us, the first to let us know that everything is giving way to the goodness of God's grace as it fills the earth. Oh God, every year you bring us this marvelous gift of springtime, a time of freshness, of growth, of rebirth. You shower the earth with your fresh spring rains and your warm sunshine. With light and water, you once again renew life itself.
You make springs pour water into the ravines. It flows between the mountains and gives drink to every beast of the field. Beside them the birds of heaven dwell. From among the branches they send forth their song. Blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked. He is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in due season.
Spring is a time for flowers, planted everywhere by the winds that carried their seeds, wonderful shoots of life that mirror the colors of the rainbow.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. In green pastures he gives me repose. Beside restful waters he leads me. He refreshes my soul.
Green pastures, restful waters, refreshing souls. This is the goodness of the Lord, this new life, this growth. Spring has sprung.
Arise, my beautiful one, and come. For see, the winter is past, the rains are over and gone. The flowers appear on the earth, the time of pruning the vines has come, and the song of the dove is heard in our land. The harvest is past, the summer is at hand.
Life during the summer is like floating instead of rowing. And God is like the summer, giving us freedom from the day-to-day grind, helping us to live a more relaxed life by living the faith we profess. God's summer sun energizes us. His rays penetrate our skin, go to the depth of our being, passing into the soul, filling us with the strength that we need, helping us recharge our energies that were dormant in the cold winter and sapped by the exhaustive growth of spring. Summer is a time to go on vacation, to be somewhere different, to take away the time clock and the calendar and all these things in life that tell us when to do this and that and where to be at all times. Summer is sort of a passport to another world. It's getaway time to lakes and streams, mountains and hills, to strange and exotic lands. Summer is a time to take long, luxurious walks on the beach, feet caressing the sand, feeling the clean, fresh salt air, inhaling the freshness of life at the water's edge.
I will be very good to you, and I will make your descendants like the sands of the sea, which are too numerous to count. Nothing is new under the sun.
Summer, after all, is everywhere. When it ends in our hemisphere, it begins in another. No day around the world is ever without bare feet. Walking through the cool grass, seeing animals in the distance grazing peacefully, knowing that the summer sun will make that grass grow with the feeling that it will grow forever. Summer is a time to float down the river in an inner tube, drifting for miles in peace and solitude, with cliffs on either side of the river, feeling and hearing the sounds of nature, floating along with ease and relaxation on God's transportation as the water from the winter past makes its way to the ocean for a new season.
To everything there is a season, and a time for everything under the heavens.
We call it autumn. Autumn leaves begin to fall. It's funny, you know, they fall every year. Leaves really mean leaving. The leaves fall from their place of growth to the ground. They die and mingle themselves into the earth and make more earth. Yet the tree stands firm, rooted deeply in the ground, and waits for another rebirth. It waits for springtime.
Then God said, I give you every seed-bearing plant of the earth. They will be yours for food. And all the beasts of the earth and all the birds of the air, everything that has the breath of life in it, I give to you.
Autumn is the time to bring in the crops before the winter covers them. It's the time to begin gathering and collecting for the long winter ahead. And it's such a rewarding time this autumn, when we're able to see the fruits of our labor. Above all during autumn is the harvest moon.
You made the moon to mark the seasons.
Dear Lord, your autumn moon helps to light my path so that I do not stumble. It becomes a beacon of comfort, casting friendly moon shadows during the brisk nights of autumn.
A lamp to my feet is your word, a light to my path.
And so autumn comes to a close as we finish harvesting the fruits of our labors, of the land, and of ourselves.
To everything there is a season, and a time for everything under the heavens. From the heavens the rain and snow come down, and do not return there until they have watered the earth.
Ah, the first snow. You watch it fall on those little panes, and you see the corners of the windows begin to steam up. The outside world is suddenly transformed. And you watch the first snow as it melts on the sidewalk, and little by little, it begins to stick on the grass. And as the temperature goes down, snow begins to accumulate. And the first thing you know, everything has suddenly become white with such a brightness and pureness, so pristine, so innocent, so untouched. As you walk in the snow, you hear the fresh, crisp crunch under your boots. And because the snow is such an insulator, it makes everything quiet beyond belief. And in this landscape of white on white, children lay down in the snow, wave their arms and legs up and down. God's young creatures in touch with the divine, making imprints of snow angels.
I should like to remain with you for some time, even to spend the winter with you, that you may provide me with what I need for the rest of my journey.
Winter is like that. Guests come in, stretch themselves out to warm themselves by the fire, listening to the crackling sounds of the dead wood gathered long ago, piled up high, so that the heat and warmth of that fireplace might also warm the inside of us all. Winter has two of the most wonderful holidays, Christmas and Thanksgiving. Times to be surrounded by family and friends. As our warm bodies help heat the room, God graces us within the embrace of His sheltering arms as we reach out to one another. The season of winter uses nature to teach us lessons. We ponder the squirrels, the birds, the bears who gather and collect during the harvest in the fall and store away their food for the winter. And despite the freezing temperatures, the heavy snow and frozen rain, they last. They endure. It's a lesson for all of us. Winter comes and goes, and we last. We endure, we make it. Somehow we have enough common sense, enough wisdom as human beings to store up ourselves, to hibernate, to put up with this inclemency, and to see it as a time for slowing down, for resting, for getting ourselves back together again. It's a time to take stock of what we've got and know that winter will give way to spring, followed by summer, and then the fall. O God, divine painter, divine sculptor, transformer of the world around us and within us, there's an unmatched beauty to your changing seasons. And like autumn leaves reflected in a quiet pond, the beauty and goodness of our lives are reflected in the changing seasons.
To everything there is a season, and a time for everything under the heavens.